After 10 years of work, the Washington State Democrats have finally successfully passed a permit to purchase bill. And today it was signed into law by Washington's not moderate Governor Bob Ferguson. I've got your update on House Bill 1163 in this video. Hey everybody, I'm Julie Barrett, founder of Conservative Ladies of America, and I'm back with another update on one of the very bad bills that we have been tracking extensively throughout the 2025 legislative session in Washington State, and that is House Bill 1163, which is a permit to purchase a firearm. That's right, Washington State Democrats want you to get a permit to practice a constitutional right. This bill, 1163, will take effect May 1st, 2027. So if you're in Washington and you're staying in Washington, you have a couple of years to get ready. This bill requires you to take safety training classes. It requires live fire training. It requires background checks. All of this in order to get a permit, which will allow you to be able to purchase a firearm in Washington State. At the Capitol in Olympia for the bill signing today, all of the Moms Demand Action folks and the We Wear Orange people to recognize gun violence were at the bill signing, as you will see. And a lot of people have been thinking that Bob Ferguson was maybe going to be a moderate governor. And if you haven't been following his political career for the last couple of decades, maybe watching him the last few months would lead you to believe that he's moderate. But anybody who's been watching him for even just the last few years, you know he is a radical left politician, and he's even worse, in my opinion, than former Governor Jay Inslee. In his remarks, Governor Ferguson mentions how hard he has been working as Attorney General to get this particular piece of gun legislation passed. He is very much in support of this bill. Take a look.
Gun violence in Washington State breaks apart too many families and kills too many children. I've met with families over the years that have gone through the most terrible loss possible as a result of gun violence. We must put common sense reforms into place that save lives. House Bill 1163 builds on Washington's existing voter-approved background check system by introducing a structured permit to purchase system. This bill puts into place consistent standards and oversight for firearm buyers. It requires buyers have a valid permit from the Washington State Patrol before acquiring a firearm. And it enhances training requirements to obtain a permit by requiring live fire training. This is one, as we just were talking about, is one that I've had the real pleasure of working with many of you who are in this room on legislation over the years, particularly my time as Attorney General. My role is a little different now as Governor, and so I get to actually sign these bills into law at the end, which is really wonderful. But again, just to emphasize, I know how much work has gone into all this. We also really appreciate the leadership of the legislators who are here and many others who are not able to make it today for their leadership. But a special thank you, of course, to the prime sponsor of this legislation. Someone's been working on these issues for many years. And that, of course, is the prime sponsor legislation is State Representative Lizberrys, and our companion sponsor is State Senator Marco Elias.
He allows the prime sponsor, Representative Lizberrys, to make a few remarks. You'll notice that she is wearing an orange dress just for this occasion. And she mentions that this is a piece of legislation that the Democrats in Washington State have been working on for more than 10 years. And she has been working since she was elected to the Washington State Legislature 5 years ago to get this bill across the line.
This has been a 10-year effort in the making. I came in 5 years ago to lead the effort when I was elected in 2020. I am the mom of 2 young kids, and I am someone who has lost someone I love to gun violence. Too many of us are impacted in this country to gun violence. And I know this bill, simply put, will save lives. And we couldn't have done it without all of the advocates here today and the ones who aren't here today, who testify, who march in the streets, who show up and contact their legislators. This bill is transformative for our state, and we're not done. We've got more to do. So thank you so much, Governor, for signing today.
Thank you, absolutely. And so with that background, it's my honor to sign this legislation. First round of applause once again for Representative Barrett.
Thank you.
And because this bill in large part symbolizes sort of the future of the state and the kids, I think Dean has to have his first ever.
Can you get in?
I'm not sure if it's.
Oh, yes!
One of the things that's really important for people in these radical, deep blue states like Washington to realize is that these Democrats are relentless. If it is a policy that they want to get over the line, they will keep bringing it back session after session until the timing is just right when they can get the bill passed through the legislature and signed into law. There are a number of bills that died this session. I call them zombie bills because it's a biennium. And so they will come back in January and be automatically reintroduced. One of them is a pay-per-mile tax. There was also another firearm bill that did not advance this session, which would have required people to get a $20,000 certificate of deposit on every firearm they own. I anticipate that one's going to be on the move next year. So when you see really bad bills that don't die, take a look at how long the Democrats have been working on that particular policy, and then just be aware that that is eventually going to pass. And it's important to stay vigilant and stay on top of those things. So I've got a bunch of information on House Bill 1163 linked below. You've got a little less than 2 years before this bill goes into effect. So make sure that you are prepared for that, or make sure that you are out of Washington state and into a free state that recognizes your Second Amendment rights before May 1st, 2027 rolls around. Be sure to share this video far and wide. Let everybody know what's going on in Washington state. If you've got comments, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. I do try to respond as often as I can. I do appreciate the engagement, and it's fun to interact with you guys. If you're not already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Substack, as that is the best way to get breaking alerts and calls to action delivered right to your inbox. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.